So we need to have an honest conversation about the adult children who are going no contact with their parents, and oftentimes they're claiming abuse. They're claiming abuse, however, 9 times out of 10, their parents were abused, and they probably know it in one shape or form. They get up here and they begin to scream loud about the fact that I've been abused, right? They do that because they're seeking to garner acceptance, approval for this horror that they have brought into their own bloodline. Because you can't do something like this and expect to be radically blessed. Because believe it or not, public approval matters. We see it with the celebrities all the time. We see it with people who got arrested, that if no one's seen it, they would probably get away with whatever crime they committed, but because there were witnesses, you gotta go ahead and do it. Too many people are watching. Well, when you have public approval to do something that is really bad, then you just reinforce that behavior. So whoop, here we are. We have children who are going online. Now, I know they tell you that, oh my gosh, I was abused, she was toxic. Let me just tell you something. If that was the standard for going no contact with your parents, then this whole generation would be completely wiped out. Poof, disappear. Because the moment we start digging into your past, we will find the same type of abuse. Someone you have hurt, someone whose life has been affected by the decisions that you have made, someone. And then oftentimes these same adult children are raising children, and here's the truth. Bruised people birth bruised people. And therefore, there you go. And I understand, oh my gosh, I'm getting my healing and I'm trying to garner peace. You garner peace by bringing forgiveness, reconciliation, and rebuilding. You don't do it by no contact and now I'm a better person because of that. That speaks more of your character than your mother or your father. Now, I can't put a blanket over this because every case is different. Like my case is different. Every case is different, right? Every situation is perfectly different, but I can go on record and I can say personally that I do not believe that every person who's out there screaming, oh my gosh, no contact, was really abused. Not abused at all, whatsoever. And if you're talking to a Gen Xer, which is the group that I guess I'm a part of, we knew abuse. You guys ain't see that. And if you did, you seen it because your parents seen it when they were your age. They seen it as little people. So while you out here in these streets and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm no contact, and you're doing it because you're wanting that public approval. You feel validated in your decision to do something wicked. But while you're sitting here waiting for approval and acceptance, you are denying the person who went through more than likely the same trauma you did, if it was trauma at all. Just saying. And so maybe we need to redirect. Maybe we need to reconsider. Maybe we need to pivot. Maybe we need to get the wrong people out of your ear, because this is dealing with your bloodline. If the seed, we are the seed. If the seed is an apple seed, you're not producing oranges, boo. You need to go back and deal with the root so that you are able to produce what you want to produce. And so I know that we're in a generation where people think children, the millennials and the Gen Zs, think that they're smarter, they're better, they're peaceful because my parents are toxic. And I'm not really trying to, when I speak here, I'm speaking to what I would consider the 95%. The ones who are hollering, who's not really in pain. It could have been that they didn't get what they want, or they didn't understand their parents' parenting. And not even saying that their parents' parenting was excellent, but you're here, but you're breathing, but you're standing. Somebody had to clothe you. Somebody had to feed you. Somebody had to work to get the food, to get it to the home, to get it in your mouth. Just saying. And even if you wound up in foster care, even if you wound up in something like that, you are here. So in short, I guess, let me just leave it here. With all of the holler, I want healing and, I don't want toxicity. Okay. All right. You want understanding, but you don't give it. You want healing, but you weaponize hurt. You don't want reconciliation, you want revenge. Rebranded by self-care.